Okay, so I made some sawdust, making some rings that are going to get laminated together. This is going to form the attitude bearing. These are going to form a mirror cell, and then there's going to be some, you're going to let the bearing sit in here, and then there's going to be an altitude bearing that nestles this mirror cell into this attitude bearing. So yeah, those have to be laminated up. Making a full-scale model of a telescope that was designed by somebody that goes by the name of Oberon on cloudy nights, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So it's starting to look a bit like an upper tube assembly. I've got to drill the mounting board for the focuser, and I don't know. I might put that on the other side as a light baffle, but I don't think I need to, because I'm going to be lining the inside of this with something. So some flocking material, light paper, or something like that. And yeah, I might leave it like that. So yeah, some progress. Okay, so there's the upper tube assembly with the focuser attached. It can easily measure the distance from the inside of the tube because it's pretty much flush. This board here, and then it'll be easy enough to get a caliper measurement across there. And yeah, that should do the trick nicely. When I rebuild it with laminated materials, I think it'll be much stiffer. Well, and it will also, I'll try and keep the weight down. Maybe use a little lighter core material or a little thinner core material, and then laminating the outside with the laminate panel or something like that. But anyways, yeah, that's progress. And so there's the glue up for the mirror cell holder that'll also be mounted onto the altitude bearings. And yeah, so sacrificed a broom handle that was broken anyways into making plugs for the end of the rods, and we'll drill a tap, and we'll have turnbuckles. So there are the end pieces that are milled to fit inside the ends of the tubes. I haven't drilled them out yet, but I'm going to take some measurements to see what kind of variance there is in the process. So on one end, you've got a threaded rod in the plug, and right-handed thread. And on the other end, you have a left-handed threaded rod. So that goes in there, and that creates a turnbuckle. And so I've finished up 2 of the truss rods and this much of the upper tube assembly. There's a couple of glue ups that have been completed, and yeah, it's not bad for a day. Okay, and so there we have the truss tube all set up with our little blocks cut and drilled. It's a temporary setup. It's just hammered in T-nuts. So it's just a scale model at this point, but it seems to be working all right. These have a little bit of play in them. That's not so bad, but some of these, yeah, this one has a little bit of play in it, but that's just in rotation. This one has a lot of play, but it seems pretty solid in tension, so, and compression. So that's just in that bearing there. I don't think that's going to be a big problem, but I need to do some work on engineering the bolt and the fixment into here. I might double layer this and capture a T-nut in there, or use something more like this screw-in type here, where that actually threads into the material. And I'll just have to get an appropriate depth to thread into there. And then epoxy, of course, to be on the safe side. But yeah, I think I have a reasonable prototype coming along.